Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? This is a very common question with answers that can vary depending on several factors. However, when properly answered and documented, can be a powerful tool for your life journey. Come to think of it, is there any power in imagining yourself in 5 years? Let's find out. With each day that passes by, the world is faced with lots of challenges and competitions that can put a lot of pressure on us, no matter your occupation, gender, hobbies, and even lifestyle. As many of our day-to-day activities require a lot of quick decision-making processes, mental focus, and, very importantly, confidence, not only of ourselves but also in people and things around us. That aside, there's fatigue and anxiety to consider, with one worsening the other. How can imagining yourself in 5 years help with all these? How can harnessing its power help to manage these emotions and also to improve your success? To get your answer to these questions, you must first come to terms with the power of visualization, which is the power to imagine yourself in 5 years, or 10, or 20, or even more. What is visualization? The simplest way to understand visualization is to answer the question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Let's call it visual imagery. But according to a definition by Cambridge Dictionary, it is the act of forming a picture in your mind. Knowing where you'll be in 5 years creates a picture in your mind. It acts like a lens that allows you to look through your deepest desires, imaginations, and watch as your life unfolds. It's also a very powerful tool that can be used by anyone to enhance their performance or improve their success. It works by creating mental pictures of intended outcomes, objectives, and the necessary activities that can be used to achieve them. Imagining yourself in the future helps to use what you heard, saw, or felt at important times in your life and recreate them to enhance future successes, conditioning your brain to feel or work that way again. The power of visualization. To understand the power of imagining yourself in 5 years, you need to know the power of visualization and why it is important. Aside from having a clue of what's going to happen and when visualization helps to prepare you for a situation and teach you how best to respond to it before it even happens. It's also very important because it helps to achieve your goals by conditioning your mind to hear, feel, and see success in the future, which is a very powerful tool every entrepreneur should have. Let's look at the power of imagining yourself and how to utilize it. Information filtering. Information is good, but too much of it is a problem. It can cause confusion, hence the need to filter out excesses, and that is where visualization comes in. When you have too much information in your brain, the reticular activating system, a bundle of nerve fibers, helps to filter the important ones from the not important ones. Visualization can help with that by stimulating the reticular activating bundle. Did you know that the brain perceives more than 2 million bits of data from the 5 senses in a second? However, it is only able to manage and process 126 bits of that data in 1 second. What happens to the rest? Your brain filters them out. It does this by taking into consideration how you view the world, your values, past decisions, and memories. Hey, you can never have all 2 million bits of data. That would be too overwhelming. It's like trying to perceive and understand all that is happening in a park, which is impossible except if you're Superman or Spider-Man or any other superhero with that ability. Relaxed and calm mind. Being nervous or anxious is very common among entrepreneurs or employees, especially when they are preparing for a big or life-changing event. It does not have to be that way if you can imagine the success of the event by visualizing it. When you successfully do that, it becomes a lot easier for you to stay comfortable and calm in the face of any situation. You can do that by using external and internal stimuli. However, visualizing relaxes your mind and makes you calmer and less anxious. Why? 1. Your brain concentrates more on what you think and what works on that, since it doesn't know what is real or what is just happening in your head. This power of visualization works in 2 ways. It can be positive, as we stated earlier, or negative. Visualization helps to calm your mind if you visualize positive outcomes and successes. However, when a negative impact is visualized or thinking about the worst-case scenario of an event, it can cause severe mental unrest, fatigue, anxiety, increased respiratory rate, and heart rate. In most cases, you could become so shaky and confused, which would help to bring your visual image into reality. See how the power of imagining yourself in 5 years can be used either way, both positive and negative. That's not all, there's more. Confidence and resilience. As an entrepreneur, student, businessman, or employee, these two characteristics are very vital for success to be achieved. You need them so much if you ever plan to be successful. There are different ways to cultivate the two, but visualizing helps to boost your confidence and improve your resilience. Remember that it teaches your brain how to respond to challenges and situations before they happen, so it becomes easier facing it head-on with your shoulders drawn back and your head held high. You got this. That's an example of a thought in your head that can boost your confidence, and it mostly always results from imagining how well that situation should go. Desensitization of events, situations, and challenges. In life, no one is above mistakes, which makes making mistakes inevitable, because no one is perfect. There's nothing you can do about that. However, you can reduce the frequency and intensity of the mistakes you make with visualization. That's where desensitization comes into play. An example is a systematic desensitization, which is the process of keeping your mind prepared for the mistakes you might make and the remedy or prevention for them. That is, you foresee the mistake ahead of time and put in place measures to reduce its effects as it happens or avoid it totally. This helps to make you more prepared and well-rounded. It also helps with relaxation and calms nerves, as you're not going to be too surprised when it happens, and you already know how to solve it. Improved response time. Last but not least, imagining yourself in 5 years through visualization helps to improve your response time. It's a way of grooming your mind to be a lot more efficient than it used to be. Remember, you know what to do, so you don't have to start wondering what to do, which might slow your response time. What do you think about the power of visualization? Which of these powers have you used? Which works best for you? And which would you recommend? Do well to let us know in the comment section. Till the next video, goodbye.